We're all trying to change a behavior, but our thoughts cause our behavior, so shouldn't we change the thought?
You will get what you want when you tell your mind what you want.
In a battle between emotion and logic, emotion wins every single time. Our primitive mind is wired to go back to what it knows because it kept us alive, it kept us safe.
The words that follow I am follow you.
It's your job to meet your own needs.
How many of you find praise a little unfamiliar? So that one of the best things you can do that will change your life is who's ever done this? What I would give for a week off lying in bed, your mind goes, leave that with me. Now you got the flu. How cool am I? I listened to you. You wanted a week off lying around watching Netflix. Now you got it. That's not what you wanted. That so many people don't understand. Your mind's job is to do what it thinks you want, and it bases that on one thing, the words you use and the pictures you put in your head. I've got to work on my website all weekend, and all my friends are in the bar, so I can link paint to that. It's not fair. It's not fair that I've got to spend all weekend writing when I could be in the pub. Now your mind's going to go, I think you should tidy up your sock drawer, make sure all your forks face the right way, then plump up the cushions, and then go to the pub. Because it's very clear you do not want to work on your website, but oh boy, getting those forks and knives in line is really compelling. Who's done that? How about saying it thrills me to work on my website? I'm elated working on my website. There is nowhere I'd rather be in the whole world right now than sitting in my office working on my website. Your mind goes, I'm going to set you on fire now. You're going to be doing this till 2 a.m. You told me you love it, and it thrills you. Let me fill you up with energy and passion.
Your thoughts dictate your feelings. Your feelings dictate your behaviors, and you justify it because you go back to the thought. It's like a loop. And I realized if we could just change the thought, it would be a game changer. And also that's so easy. It doesn't require you to do the plank or pull-ups or learn a new language. It just requires you to have a better dialogue with yourself. Tell yourself a better lie. Go from I'm not enough because to I am enough. I'm enough because I'm enough. I taught 16,000 therapists all over the world, and I teach them there's only 3 things wrong with every person that turns up at your door. Only 3 things. And one of them is I'm different, so I can't connect. The next one is I want something, it's not available to me. And the third one is I'm not enough. So when you know your feelings are the most real thing you have, and we're always trying to use logic. But logic doesn't work, because in a battle between emotion and logic, emotion wins every single time. So the emotion of being this kid who felt different, not enough, not the same, you can't logic that better. Yes, you can achieve a lot and work hard and be a millionaire. You remember John Lennon said the thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. And so you're trying to fake it till you make it, but then you just end up feeling like a big fake. You have to go back and look at that old scene and go, but that's not me anymore. Of course it's not me. So just stating why it isn't you is actually one of the most transformational things you can ever do. Our human mind is hardwired to go back to what we know. It loves what is familiar, or it loves what it's known. It wants to keep going back to what's known, but at the same time it wants to go away from what it doesn't know. So if you were in a fort back in the Wild West, you wouldn't think, I'm really bored with all these people. I could go and meet some Native Americans, because you know that moving away from familiar could kill you. You'll see this with 2-year-old children. They suddenly go, I don't want that. I only like pink yogurt with no lumps in it, because unfamiliar could have killed you. So little 2-year-olds won't eat what they don't know. Exactly the age that they could wander out on the prairie and pick their own berries. They only want what they know. But here's another fact. You can make anything you like familiar, and it shows up the most with praise.
If you're never praised and you're criticized a lot, and criticism is familiar, when someone goes, wow, I love that t-shirt, you go, I got it free, it's got a hole in it, I've had it 8 years. I loved your speech, didn't you notice I missed out the best bit? No, I thought it was amazing. I hear you're the best salesperson in your team. Yeah, but not in my county, there's another guy way better than me. So if praise isn't familiar, you will reject praise, but you'll add in what's familiar, criticism. So one of the best things you can do that will change your life is to make praising yourself familiar and to make criticism unfamiliar.
We're born with so much potential. Before we're even 5 years old, it gets chipped away until we think a different thought. Oh, I can't do that. I'm not good enough to do that. And we hold ourselves back. We have the I can't instead of I can. No baby says I can't walk. I can't get food in my mouth. I can't coordinate, even though at the time that is true. And these thoughts are so insidious. They're not fleeting thoughts. They're what I call fixed beliefs. They get fixed very early on, and they lead into this not enoughness. I'm not good enough. I'm not interesting enough. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not deserving enough. Someone else is better than me. The good news is it does not need to be this way. You were not born with these beliefs. You acquired them. And I know that anything you acquire, no matter how long you have held that belief, no matter how fleeting thoughts become fixed, you can absolutely get rid of it, you can release it, you can let it go, you can overcome it. And with unshakable conviction in your voice, repeat after me. What I insist on for myself, what I give to myself, what I require for myself, is knowing I matter, knowing I'm lovable, knowing I'm worth it. Open out your hands. And I want you to really feel that feeling of knowing you're enough. Remember, 80% of having what you want is the mindset of knowing you're worth it. So feel that feeling. What does it feel like in your body when you know you're worth it? What does it look like when you walk through the world knowing, hey, I'm worth love, I'm worth praise, I'm worth connection, everything I want, I'm worth it, I deserve it, because I'm enough. Always have been, always will be. What does that look like and feel like and sound like? How do you show up in the world when you know that you're enough? And you don't need addictions or diets or workouts or any of those things. You don't need to Netflix your feelings or shop them or eat them or buy them or drink them, because you know you're enough. And with your eyes closed, I want you to feel yourself erasing, eradicating, eliminating that negative voice. It is your voice, by the way. No one's running up and going, oh, you suck. It only comes from you. And you have the power to get rid of that voice, to get rid of your critical voice, and to put in a cheerleader that whoops and claps and goes, yeah, you can do anything. Your thoughts are a blueprint that your mind, body are trying to work to make real. 80% of success, 80% is mindset. If you're busy trying to make something work and pull something off without the mindset of I'm worth it, I deserve it, I can have it, it doesn't work. To have what you want, you need to do 3 things. You need to know you're worth it, know what it looks like, and go and get it. But going and getting it and knowing what it looks like without knowing you're worth it doesn't work. So if I think I'm enough, I feel better. And if I feel better and I go to the actions, well, I take action. I ask someone out. I ask for a promotion. I start to monetize some ideas. I take action. I take risks, all because I think a better thought. And I want you to imagine you've got a big, fat, juicy lemon in your hand. I want you to inhale and smell that fabulous lemon smell, because nothing smells quite like a lemon. And now open your mouth and shove that lemon into your mouth and eat the entire half of the lemon. I want you to suck out all the juice. I want you to chew it, to bite it, to swirl it around and really go to work. And now open your eyes and simply put up your hand if you noticed you pumped out saliva when you told your mind you're eating a lemon. Okay? Put up your hand if you didn't notice that. Put up your hand if you never put up your hand, whatever the question is. We always have people that do that. So if we accept there was a lemon, where was it? In your mind. Remembering the words that follow I am, follow you. I am magnificent, I am awesome, I am extraordinary. I am a force for good in this world. I am magnetically lovable. because you are. Thank you so much. You've been amazing. Check out my next video here.